It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
15 yards on the play, first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You ain't going nowhere.
To throw is Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Trey Boston, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 56. 65. 65. 65.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Allen on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. No score after one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. This is caught by Ginn. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Bridgewater. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down. Ready. 56. Check 56. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That's it, ready? We go work.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Panthers' 37-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 11 more on that one and another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Saints 7, Panthers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, Alpha. 50 again.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got his target. That's more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56. Mike. Ready?
From the gun, it's Allen. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 11 yards there, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, baby, I'm coming, baby. Pilot, 64, weak.
This is McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Stop your whining.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
56. Drop deep, drop deep. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for Lawson.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Got a man, it's right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon.